free thinkers, marriage is a beautiful thing when you pick the right partner to go through for better, for worse, and in sickness and in health. Now, I am going to be almost 40 years that I'm married to the same woman. And have we been through a rough patch? Absolutely. If anybody told you that they've been married 40 years and they never had an argument and never had a disagreement or haven't slept in separate rooms just to have it cool down, they're lying to you. Okay? But that's where the better and for worse comes through. Um, Sickness and in health is the greatest thing to see the person that you depend on show up at the hospital and take charge of your well-being while you're in the hospital. Um, Instead of going home, have them bring a extra bed or a chair and fall asleep in the most uncomfortable position. But it is the greatest feeling to open your eyes and see that person sitting there next to you, laying there next to you. Um, but the fear in their face, trying to make sure that you're okay instead of them making sure that they're okay. Um, for my marriage, at a young age, we had to go through trials and tribulation to figure out who we were in our marriage and responsibilities. And we got married very young. I say this to say, once we got married and we figured out who we are in our marriage, and our positions in our marriage, and the responsibilities in our marriage, we had to now grow from that, and which we did. One of my things was that married people should not hang around or interact with single people, because the advice they're going to give you is never good advice. Never will. And sometimes married people have to be careful of the married people that they take advice from, because the people you may be taking advice from may envy you of your marriage and your lifestyle and feel that you don't deserve it and tell you to end it. Not understanding that where this is coming from is not from the heart, it's coming from jealousy and envy. We have had people tell us in our marriage that they knew that we were not right for each other. And they never wanted to tell us that we were never right for each other because it may hurt our feelings. The funny part about this, that most of these people who have told us that, they know that we weren't right for each other or no longer married. But we're going on 40 years. We have figured it out, what we are supposed to be doing in this marriage. We have put God first in our marriage, because it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I report to God, my wife reports to me, and the children reports to my wife, in that order. I wake up every morning and I thank my Father for opening my eyes, giving me another opportunity to go out there and take care of my family. I thank my Father for the woman that He has placed in my life to support me, encourage me, and sometimes give me that extra nudge of why she married me and why I'm the man for her. I thank her for that, and I thank God for my Father for that. We have had struggles in our marriage. So I don't want anybody to think that, what I'm telling you is Disney World. We have had struggles in our marriage, and we had to figure it out at some point, that our roles in our marriage. And we have had people tell her or tell me why they don't think this is a good idea for us and why we should end it. But we didn't end it, and we didn't listen to them, because we listened to God the Father. So I say this to tell married people, Be careful who you speak to in your marriage, and why you shouldn't talk to a single person to fix your marriage. Free thinkers.